Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Kobayashi Force, Part 2. We are on our second of our third D&D 3-shot session. And I am super stoked and honored to have these amazing, wonderful streamers and friends with us once again for our second session. I have with me, and I'll just have everybody go from left to right. The lady with the green hair, please introduce yourself and your character.
Sorry. Hello, I am Druid IRL, and I am playing Kitsume, half elf, 1 of 2.
Gotcha. What's her class again?
Cleric, trickster domain cleric.
Alrighty. And then going right down below her with the maximum amount of color a human being could possibly have in their scene.
Never enough. I'm RyanGeeWhiz. I am playing AJ, Auntie AJ if you're nasty. I am the matriarch of this team here, and I am a trickster rogue.
Nice. Now going from, still continuing left to right, up to down. The cute lady with the blue ears.
Hi everybody, I am itsStarKitty, and I play Kiara Kobayashi, a monk barbarian. Tiefling monk barbarian, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Right on. Very cool. Very cool. And last but not least, the ever sexy and always screaming comedically.
Always elevated, never tilted.
Out of my baby.
I'm never tilted. I'm playing Shinkirou Kobayashi, the other half of the green one over there. I am an illusionist wizard.
And by other half, they're not talking about husband and wife. They're talking about twin brothers and sisters. Just to be clear.
Exactly. Just to clarify. Yeah.
Cousin, no relation, by the way.
Well, you got blood relation.
Cousin up here.
I see. Your
Uncle,
cousin
daddy, husband.
There. Wait, is it that way? Yeah, auntie over there. Sister over there.
Auntie
No,
AJ.
wrong way.
Yeah.
Backwards.
All right. Fantastic. So, recap of last week. By the way, hello, you guys. Welcome in, you wonderful, beautiful people. Big stormy hugs to you all for joining us today. We got some amazing folks in the house. Gory Details popping in for a lurk. The gamer Aries, the Aries man himself. The wonderful, lovely OG Blaze 82, and some other folks lurking around. Oh, Alex is here too. Hi, Alex. So.
Druid, thank you for the gifted sub to Perfect Rain.
Gotta take care of my niece.
Oh, hell yeah. That was cool. Thank you. Hi, Perfect Rain. Sorry, the purple was blending in with stuff over there. Recap of last week. It was the first mission of this mini-series campaign, not the group's first mission. They're already 4th level characters, and they've done a few smaller missions previous to this to get their feet wet and get some experience and prove themselves. And now this new mission was given to them by the envoy to because it was an important task that he believed only he and the shogun himself believed they were the only ones who could accomplish this thing. It's a 2-part quest. They accomplished the first part. The first part was to infiltrate a storage warehouse owned by their own family, and to steal away from there a sacred cleansing bell that was being basically kind of stored kind of illegally as a sort of a political move by the Kobayashi family against their rivals. And they also had to destroy and defeat some sort of flesh golem abomination that was being stored there as well. And they did all of that with the plume. And on top of that, they needed to do all this without anyone knowing they were ever there. And just like ninjas, they absolutely did that, actually to a glorious degree. And we'll get into that tonight when we do some role playing. But they accomplished their mission fantastically. And now it's a matter of meeting with the envoy to find out more about the second phase of the mission, because it was a two-part mission. The cleansing bell had been effectively stolen at some point in time in the past. Although it wasn't the Kobayashi family that stole it, somehow they came in possession of it and didn't return it. But the reason, or the reason why the shogun wanted them to get it, on top of the obvious kind of shady practice itself, was because it had been removed from a shrine. It had been removed from the where are you?
Kiki.
No, been removed from the Nakatori shrine. And it's actually the Nakatori Furin is what's the actual name of the cleansing bell, this sacred bell. And once it was stolen from that shrine, it left it open to being attacked by evil spiritual forces, Akuma and other creatures of darkness. And that's exactly what happened. And it killed and drove away the priests of the shrine. And unfortunately, it was not, because of the remoteness of the shrine, it was not something that the Kiki clan was able to invest some resources to try and deal with themselves. And so over time, it just kind of, at first it just sort of fell into disrepair. Every time they tried to send anybody to deal with the corruption, either lives were lost or whatnot. But the bottom line is it was not something that the priests and or the villagers nearby were prepared to deal with. And so over several years, it has just basically become this haunted place instead of the place that should be, a boon to the local villagers. And that kind of leads us into what we're going to talk about tonight, which is the second part of this quest, this mission. Did I leave any details out, guys?
I think you covered most of it.
All right. So now what I like to do, this is a StormyD thing that I like to do, which is go randomly ask the players in their character's name, their character's voice, what stood out most to their character from last session. It helps them get into character and remember in more detail what happened, and lets us get a glimpse inside their heads. So randomly, 1, 2, 3, I need to roll a d4 first. There we go. 1, 2, 3. AJ, Ryan, what stood out most to
ArsounJessa.
ArsounJessa.
ArsounJessa, yeah. I couldn't believe how quickly and efficiently my little ones were able to get in there and get out of there. It was just absolutely inspiring. I've worked with people before that had gone just as quick, but not nearly as styled. It was the style of it all, really. Kiara especially, just cool as a cucumber the whole time. The twins were even working together. That never happens. Oh my.
Well said. Well said. Oh, real quick aside before we jump to the next person. Chat, please tell us how StarKitty and I sound. I noticed in the VODs for the YouTube videos that both D&D sessions, Saturday and Wednesday of last week, we were much quieter than the guests. And I want to make sure that that balanced out. So I upped our gain some and I turned on the equalizer of some of the software that I use. And please let us know if we need to come up any more.
And here's a little Auntie AJ for comparison. Just a, a little extra on side, just so you can say, yeah.
Pelican says, yeah, last time StarKitty was quiet. I mean, I noticed that even I was too, relatively to the other people. So,
ooh,
you sound
Starky
good,
would be a really great alter ego for you, StarKitty.
What?
Skarky.
Starky?
At first you said Skarky, and I was like, ooh, that's really good. I like Skarky.
Snark Kitty.
I could always go by the Pokemon too. There's Skitty. There's a Pokemon named Skitty.
Oh, Skitty.
Skitty.
I love Skitty.
That's cute. Okay.
I don't know, something about Skarky. It's good.
Next, we have Kitsume, Druid. What stood out most to Kitsume last week?
I was just really thrilled that we were able to pull off the greatest haunting. If there was one thing my brother and I were able to accomplish together, it's such a beautiful feat, such as this. Normally him and I do kind of bicker a little bit back and forth when we're planning stuff, but this was perfect. Everybody did excellent. The perfect haunting.
How does she sound? Does she sound quiet right now? What do you guys think? Let us know. All right, next. Kiara Kobayashi, StarKitty.
So from Kiara's point of view, she was very happy that everybody was really quiet during this mission. She was like, oh, finally peace. And then she remembered, them being quiet isn't always a good thing. Because many a time she's like, oh, finally peace around the house. And then next thing I know, chaos erupts from the twins.
Peace means madness. Yeah.
Chaos and madness. But at least this time, Kiara didn't finish the mission with the, what do we do this time?
Yeah, exactly what Pelican says. I wonder it's so quiet, too quiet. What are they up to?
You just see the twins like huddled in the corner whispering to each other about something and their like made up twin language that they had when they were growing up.
You guys aren't whispering to each other, you're talking in your mind.
That's right, because she can do that. That's how she learned it. You can practice that with your bro.
Yeah,
your bro.
Twin telepathy.
All right,
yes.
Speaking of bro and twinsies, the last but not least, once again, the Shinkirou, also known as Never Tilted. Please tell us what stood out most to your character last week.
In my twins' exact tone, the perfect haunting. Did you guys see my dragon? Did you guys see it? It was amazing. It had that lump of flesh going crazy.
Sure, yeah.
You saw it, right, Auntie? You saw it. Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah.
I
Sure did, buddy. Oh, yeah, I was real proud of that dragon. It was yellow.
don't think you saw it, Auntie. Cousin saw it, though, right, cousin?
shit. So many colors in the rainbow.
Cousin,
I don't
can-
think
can you back me up?
it shows to all of us. Maybe just whoever saw it.
Then I don't think you guys were looking hard enough. Twin, come on. You saw it.
I saw it through your mind's eye.
That's believable.
right,
That's
not-
believable.
And I'm colorblind, like a dog. So, you know.
Which is true.
Auntie's not colorblind. She sees yellow very, very well.
Just yellow. Yeah, everything's shades of yellow. That
You
song
mean
Mellow
gold.
Yellow, it was about me. Great job though, kids. God, I'm so glad. I always have to take this aside and say, stay in school, don't do drugs. And I'm so sorry that this is our life now, but I'm glad that we're doing our life really well.
That's not what you told me, Auntie.
That's true. I said that this is the life for you and you were made for this.
What is
I
this
have
school
higher
you
hopes
speak
for
of?
the other two.
Wait.
You
Wait
and
a
I are
second.
criminals, honey. You and I are criminals. That's just what we are. We're gonna live a long, long, very criminal-ish life. We're gonna go straight to hell. But it's gonna be fun before we get there.
Oh, and then we get to meet the cousins, other half of the family, if we all go to
Oh yeah. They pretty much, yeah, most of them I'd say. No, I'm just kidding, Cheeky. You know we're gonna go straight up there. We knew enough good stuff. There was that time we
That time.
that
we have to talk about
that one time that we
I'm-
and you remember when she and
There was
The
just one
lady-
time I picked up a gold piece somebody dropped.
that's right, you did. And did we ever get you
I
gave
didn't
that
know
to
who it
me?
belonged to, so I kept it.
You
That's where my
kept
gold
that
piece
one.
I
went.
was cleaning up litter, cleaning up the streets of
Exactly.
garbage. We've done plenty of that. We've just cleaned up everybody else's that's at the table. That.
Yeah, they were throwing that away. Last I remember.
Exactly.
We have a couple of like cauldrons that we've picked up that were just left.
If you're
So-
looking for something good we've done, we take on missions Samurai don't like.
That's because they aren't cool.
And they stink.
Exactly. Precisely.
So-
I love that. Yeah,
We
you
do
have a
good.
way of just you put it all in a nice tight bow, and I just love you for it. There's so many reasons. But now we have a very big decision to make.
I thought we made decision to do mission.
Well, we did. And we did it really, really well. Auntie's touching up her makeup while she's talking. And I'm very proud of our success, and I think if we brought that back to them, we would become renowned in a lot of ways. Renowned in the shadows, but renowned in a lot of ways. Now, you see, your auntie's not at all a stranger to being renowned in the shadows. But your auntie also kind of wants her time in the limelight before she goes to the great thereafter. Yeah. So, there is a world where we keep the damn thing.
I create like a whole like backdrop of light behind her. Like a spotlight.
Huh. You're moving up to favorite territory here, Shiki. This is all fucking right. Oh, okay.
I love how these guys just jumped straight into the RP. I didn't even have to do a descriptive setup. They're already at home, having a chat amongst themselves. I see.
Because we're eating dinner
Yeah, so you're back. You're,
breakfast
you're
somewhere.
yeah, you're back at home in the forest because that's what you all said you wanted to do was go back and discuss, in her little cottage in the forest near the waterfall.
Cottage, it's tents.
Oh,
Tarps.
Tents and tarps, baby. Tents and
oh,
tarps.
that's right. You guys
That's right.
just you
Tents and
camp out
tarps.
next. Yeah, okay.
We live
Forever
minimalist.
campers.
We cottage
Whatever we
folk,
can.
right?
Okay, guys. So I know that. So, Auntie, I will say
Yes.
we will get you in the limelight. But I still think it's gonna be so fantastic if we do return it. Because you know what we can do? We can go back and we can like continue to harass and haunt the family for their grievous sins of harboring this amazing, perfect artifact. Like, how dare they so honorably steal something or hold something that's stolen? That's our job.
Auntie stifles a laugh. That's right. See, if Kiara puts it all in a bow, you take the bow and you put an even bigger, prettier, more distracting bow on it, and I like that about you too.
This is a long game of payback.
We all know she loves her payback.
That she does, doesn't she?
I do.
You know, I gotta say,
I mean,
that is
I
true.
see Shogun asked us to do more missions than our family. So
That's also true.
does make us more popular than family.
More lucrative.
You guys. Okay, what if?
Yes. I see that look in your eyes. I know that look. Give it.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Like, what
So we caused this haunting, right? And we
Right.
keep up the shtick and we keep haunting the family, and then we can go up to them and just be like, "Hey, you can hire us, and we'll get rid of the haunting."
I like it, sister. Create the problem to fix the problem.
I mean,
That sounds like the current government now in the Shogun.
Oh, that makes me so inordinately happy. It honestly makes me think I might be a bad person. How happy that makes me.
You know what they call that? It's called gaslighting, right?
That's
Make them
right,
think they're
Kiara.
crazy.
That's right. That word-a-day calendar I got you there for your birthday is just doing wonders. I'm so proud of you in so many ways.
Oh yes, I try. Some words
You try,
cannot
you
pronounce,
succeed.
but
Hey, that's okay. Most words I can't pronounce either. As long as you talk with a lot of confidence. I look over at Kitsume and I'm like, you can pretty much say whatever you like. I could go up to the Shogun and probably just start farting. As long as I do it with a bit of a hop step and a wink at the end, I think I'll be fine. It's not the smartest.
Well, you are the smoothest talker on this side of the well, it's a river, right? Is that a river?
We never really go down there, do we? We just keep stealing barrels of water from the townspeople. I mean, borrowing without the intention of returning.
well, we
Exactly.
do sometimes return the empty barrels.
Oh, yeah. In hopes that they refill them, obviously. I mean, because we're not bad people.
I've been
because I have to
repurposing
remind
those.
you all to recycle.
I've been
Reduce,
repurposing
reuse,
those.
recycle. Oh?
Little-
Oh, damn. Well, it's fine. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Exactly.
Okay, so we give it back. Let's take our time. We'll go there tonight. We'll bring it back tonight. Make it seem like we just got into town. Really make them sweat. We'll run
And
an
if this were a
halfway
longer
there.
campaign, we would totally do all of that. But since it's only a 3-shot, what do your characters like? I feel like somebody should ask for a vote of what you guys want to do. It seems to me, and I'm not there obviously, because there's no NPC there, but you guys were talking about what to do with the bell, and it seems to me that Kitsume is arguing to complete the rest of the mission, and let's hear the rest of you, what your thoughts are.
While they're chatting, I want to cast Identify, and I want to really check this thing out.
Okay. You cast Identify it, and it is identified magically as the Nakatori Furin. It's a divine artifact that It basically resonates it's very powerful, but very specific in that it resonates two things. Around it, it continuously has a circle of protection on it within a 10-foot radius. It also, you can tell that once it is placed in a temple, the temple that it's from specifically, and then the bell is rung once per week, it creates a hallowed space, a sacred hallowed space. So, the opposite of unhallowed, right? It hallows it. It makes it holy and sacred. And by doing so, and that it does that in like 100-foot radius, which is why it was really good at what it did at the Nakatori Temple, the Nakatori Shrine, to protect that mountain shrine, which historically had a lot of different significance, and was, but yeah, that's basically the gist of it. It doesn't have any like combat usage per se, because it's unwieldy. Like, it's not like something that one person can just carry around, because it's like a 2-person carry unless you put it in a bag of holding of some kind, right? And which I think you guys did, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you guys had did one of you have a bag of holding or a...
Meetings?
I believe you gave me one. You said I had a bunch of bags. Here's another one.
Right. Because you're the bag lady. You would have a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Correct? So, yeah, you guys had stored it in the bag of holding.
You gave me more bags.
She's also the bag lady, by the way, in real life. She has so many
here's this
backpacks
old
and bags
lady
in the
with a bunch
closet.
of bags.
It's amazing.
Here's
Sorry.
another one.
Shared your secrets there, baby.
It's okay. I've learned since you started streaming that not everything is secret anymore.
It's fun.
Hey, I think it's cool that she's a bag
content.
lady. I'm bragging on her, because like we always have something to carry something in
Exactly.
all kinds of different situations. So
When you
Guess
want
you
them,
get
when you
stuck
need
carrying
them,
all
you're glad you
story
have
stuff.
them.
that's not true.
I swear sometimes he's
what's-
like a little kid. He hands me his trash and I'm like, what do you want me to do with it?
Put her in the bag.
I'm
I
done
was
with
gonna
this.
say,
Same way.
I was gonna literally just about to say that's so funny because Fate's a bag lady as well, and he literally in chat says, "I'm a bag slat myself."
I'm a bag slap.
That's cool. Wow,
Yeah.
that's so
Bag
spooky.
slat.
Yeah.
Man purse. The Merce.
Mhm.
Bag slap.
Yeah. All right, so
I will use the same bag until it dies, and I am begged to get a new one.
I do that too.
Like, I'm gonna use this till it dies.
all right, this was totally my tangent that I created. I apologize. Where were we
Did.
at?
So I'd say after I get done identifying it and seeing what it actually does, and I say, Auntie, this is it's a lot more interesting than we thought it was. I say we demand perhaps more payment or perhaps higher status amongst these quote-unquote clan members of ours.
Okay, yeah. I like that idea too. Should I come at? You know what? I've been really playing up the little old lady gig. I think it's time to drop that. I think we might go in with a little more tact, a little more on the nose. It should be doable. Yeah, let's do it. Let's give
Okay.
it back to them.
Okay. Can we vote? I just want to make sure that it's very clear that we raise your hand if you are down to return it back to the temple. 1, 2.
She literally raised both her hands.
She said hens. I have 2 hands.
She did say that. You're right, Kiara.
Okay,
I'll raise
bro.
my hand. I'll raise my hand, but you have, I suppose.
Okay, here's the thing. We can return it. It doesn't
Right.
mean that we can't just steal it later. because
This
we
is
know where
true.
it is. And we'll know the layout and everything. And if we get bored one day, little brother,
Like
just
the way
go
you
get it.
think, twin.
told you.
'Cause-
We could infinite money glitch with, with the family over the hauntings and stuff. And then we can always just go back and steal the thing later.
I don't hate that either. You know your auntie's all cool with a con, so... Okay, yeah. We give it back to them. We make them sweat. We get more money. We know where they put it. We also know we can probably just use magic to find it anyway. And then later on, a little later on, we take it back. Kobayashi's, hands on the center. And I just put my hand in the, right in whatever, fruit bowl. I put it right in.
Yeah. Put my hand in the middle.
Kiara puts both hands in there. Because she said hand.
That's my girl.
Yes, an illusionary hand on top of it.
That's my boy.
That's on point. All right.
Kobayashi on 3. 1, 2, 3. Fuck yeah.
Kobayashi.
All right.
We
You
really
guys
need to
get
work
me with
on
that
that.
every time. I should learn from that.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I will exposition from here on then. You guys do your usual, which is the next day, Auntie is going to go leave the ribbon on the bazaar stall that is meant to signify meeting with the guy,
The envoy.
the envoy. And he too has a name. You guys call him Nanashi. We're gonna go meet Nanashi, the unnamed one.
Ooh.
And now, the way it works is you all leave the ribbon there, and once you see the ribbon change to a different color, then you know to go that night to the secret hidden the hideout location.
Fancy.
But you guys were really quick with your mission. Of course, there's some travel time and everything, so in and out of the forest. You guys, she goes back the next day with one of the empty barrels too, and you guys leave the signal that you're supposed to meet, and then each day at lunchtime, you guys make your way over there and to see. And it actually takes a couple of days before the ribbon changes color. And you all just bide your time and enjoy your little sanctuary by the waterfall. And once the color changes, you go to meet with the envoy in your secret hideout that night. This time, interestingly enough, just, you all usually are better at timing it. Like you all try to get there early, but this time he's the one who's early. So when you all arrive, Nanashi is there, sitting in the chair. And as you all start to filter into the room from, as I explained before, he comes in from the outside, but you guys sneak in through the closet, and through the attic and the hole in the closet. And as you all filter into the room, he does this quietly. He claps you all and says, so you're quite successful. Ridiculously so on the first part of the mission. So not only did you succeed in capturing the bell, I'm assuming so. Please show it to me.
Grant, AJ's just gonna turn the bag over and it's just gonna, near the ground, so it kind of, does a little bit of a roll right out. Just.
Gotcha. Aha. Excellent. I can only assume from the reports that I have received that you all accomplished the other task of destroying the abomination, the Nupepo, in the basement.
Yes.
AJ just
Because
kinda
we've been
trails,
getting
just-
quite the report that the heads of the Kobayashi family had a meeting and were quite aggravated at the situation. Of course, this was all through through secret conversations and through, because this was not a public mission, but the bottom line is they were aggravated about something. And after doing investigations, we found that apparently the guards of that facility were convinced that the storage facility had become haunted. Are we get raided?
Yeah, White's here.
White's
Sure
here
is,
with a
baby.
raid, hello.
Kisses.
Thank you, buddy. All you Whites here folks, we love you. So,
That means I'm here again. I'm here twice.
Me too.
shall continue. So he says, they not only did you abscond with the artifact, unseen and unheard, well, in a certain fashion, of course,
Of course.
because you convinced them that spiritual forces were there to punish them for their misdeeds somehow. They assumed that the place had become haunted and cursed. So not only did you clean out the important artifacts from the storage facility, but you created a situation where now the Kobayashi family needs to find a new storage facility because no guards are willing to work there anymore.
Oh no.
I don't know how you all were able to accomplish that. And to be honest, I don't need the details. Your results speak for themselves.
I agree.
So, because of this, the daimyo, Shogun himself, wants to give you all a bonus on the completion of the total mission, on top of what we had already agreed upon. Add a character.
I look back at Cheeky.
Add a character. I totally forgot how much we said the mission was worth. Did somebody write it down?
It's double our last one. Our last one was 4,000 gold.
4,000
think
gold
I
each or
remember,
total?
and then I make like I conjure like a chest of gold. It was something around the 5,000 range.
It's sitting around there, yeah.
Wait, you say that?
Yeah.
Well, you've only completed part of the mission, and you will receive a partial payment for now. I'm authorized to give you. So was it twice? I guess is that what you wrote down?
Yeah,
Did somebody write it down?
I
think it was
from
twice.
Watching.
I thought it was more than that.
So
Oh,
we
you
got
were-
paid double our last mission, which was we got paid 4,000. It's supposed to be double our last mission. Our previous mission we got paid 4,000 gold, split 4 ways. It's 1,000 gold each. So this time it was supposed to be double the 4,000, so it's 8,000 gold
Oh,
for one half, and then double for the second half. So 16,000 gold altogether for the entire mission was my understanding.
that is what I remembered too. Okay, just making sure.
So I nudge cousin in the side, and then I'm like, I make another chest. 20,000 gold, I think, right? Is what he said?
I appreciate your negotiation tactics. Go ahead and roll if you're actually trying to convince him. Roll me
Perception.
shoot, what's fifth ed? I need a character.
Are you sure you want to elbow me? I'm pretty sure it'd break your elbow.
It's like a nudge. It's like a little nudge.
So what's
Hit the brick
Is
wall.
it deception for that?
no, it's
Persuasion?
persuasion.
Oh, I thought I'd be lying, so I thought it'd be deception. Okay.
Well, you're not lying. You're trying to convince him that you want more money, right? Maybe I'm misunderstanding you. How's that alive?
Yeah, I'm making up figures.
Yeah.
I'm upping the figure. You know.
Well,
I'm
I think
basically lying
he's smart
to
enough to know that you know you're yeah.
Like if you're nudging me saying it's 20,000 gold, I'm rolling my eyes.
So 19 plus 3, 22.
22. I appreciate your negotiation tactics. And yes, as a matter of fact, the bonus that I have already been authorized would bring the total amount to that. You will receive 10,000 for the completion of this mission, which I have placed in this bag here. He plops it on the table. And then once you've completed the second half of the mission, you'll receive another 10,000. Furthermore,
Yeah.
it will
It's not money.
it will do great work from a different point of view, because let's just say the Shogun himself has a few ears, a few generals under his mentorship that he is slowly trying to win over this new perspective on things in society to help integrate the demi-humans into society. This will go a long way towards proving that demi-humans not only can be trusted, but relied upon.
Well, all right. Okay.
We are excellent examples.
Well, so
Poster
far,
kids.
that is true.
You might say.
Let us see if you can accomplish the impossible, because the next part of the mission will be quite difficult.
Nothing is ever impossible.
Not for us.
Have we? He's been talking for more than a minute, right?
I suppose so. Mm-hmm.
In his exact voice, impossible is my middle name. So I imitate him.
I look at you and I go, I thought it was danger. You've been saying danger is your middle name since we were children.
That's my second middle name, cousin. Yes, impossible danger.
Is your middle name?
Yes.
That's badass. You should write that down.
I pull out this, like, I conjure this little sheet of paper as I pretend to write it down.
Anyway, you said something about the second part.
Yes, your unorthodox methods obviously must come from your unorthodox personalities.
Wow.
We are quite normal
I agree.
and
I agree.
very,
What else?
very religious.
Very.
He said it starts with, I think it's a U? Maybe an N? I couldn't quite understand.
Euphemism. No, that starts with an E.
Unorthodox?
Yes,
Very good.
that word.
I didn't hear what she
Means
said. Can you
telepathy.
move the mic slightly closer?
You're,
Oh, telepathically,
Mhm.
I say, he's calling us weird.
Well, if we are.
Please
I
don't
say
miss-
back in my.
So he continues his conversation because he doesn't know you guys are talking telepathically. Please don't misunderstand my what I'm saying. I find you all to be quite colorful, and I believe that it is that kind of thinking that will change the way our country works in the future. I believe in you all.
so-
That's refreshing.
So, does that mean that Auntie gets the limelight to be the forefront of this movement?
Perhaps once enough missions have been accomplished that the Shogun can then bring forth toward the entire council, then yes, that is a possibility.
Oh, well, I hadn't even thought or considered the possibility of, oh, that's good to know.
I use dust to make your hair and everything like blow dramatically.
So, the second half of the mission. I shall cut to the chase. You must You must travel to the Arashiyama district. Wow, that is a hard one to say. You must travel to the Arashiyama district and locate the secret path to the Nakatori Shrine. The reason that you can't use the regular stepped path is because of we don't want any, in case it's being watched by anyone from the Kobayashi family, we don't want them to try and stop you and create an incident. Furthermore, since the entire hillside has been corrupted by this negative spiritual energy, from whatever the source of the evil is, there is a miasma pouring down from the top of the hill, from the shrine down, but it follows the main path. Luckily, there is a secret path that the monks used for their special pilgrimages. And we believe that because of the way the atmospheric conditions are on that side of the hill, the miasma will be less effective or nullified altogether. Now, we do have a concern. In fact, it's quite likely that there are some entities along the path, the secret path to the facility, to the shrine, that have been attracted to the corruption in the area, or perhaps maybe in league with whatever the source of the corruption is. So you will have to face dangers, creatures of nightmarish characteristics along this secret path. And then, once you have conquered the path, you must defeat whatever the evil is at the source and restore the bell and perform the ritual to hollow the area once again. Yes.
As he's talking about the creatures, I scooch slowly behind Kiara.
Kitsume, you had a question.
Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Question's gone.
So what are you trying to do, Tilted?
I'm just like hiding. When he talked about, monsters and fighting creatures, I kind of like hid behind you. Just poke my head around while I'm listening.
All right. By the way, can everyone hear Druid okay? She seemed a little faint to me there, but I can always adjust it on the...
There'd be no possible way in any universe Druid is quiet.
I do know how to whisper, I swear.
Just as loud as she needs to be.
Firmly grasp it.
Okay.
Start from the
So,
base.
do you all have any questions about what comes next?
Is this is this a pressing matter, or can we take the day to sort of prepare, get ourselves and bodies and such ready?
No, of course. There's no timetable on this. If you need to take a day or a week to prepare, just remember that by carriage, by cart, it's a 3-day journey to Arashiyama district.
Oh, good. Okay. Good. We'll work that into the timeline as well. All right. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna I've been standing like the very formal little old lady kind of look, and then I just kind of like square up a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was gonna come in here and I was gonna try and kind of fleece you a little bit, but once you started talking about getting these kids a little more respect out there, I gotta say, you and me, we're cool, I think. I think this is gonna work real good.
He bows.
I go like I try to go lower than him actually.
Do any of the
Good
rest of you
deal.
have any questions?
No.
I peek from behind Kiara. What kind of monsters are we talking about here, Chief?
We don't know. We haven't had anyone scout into that area effectively, so you all will be the first, the vanguard, as it were.
Not even any of these honorable samurai wanted to go out there and prove their worth against monsters? To scout ahead at
Surprising.
least?
What a
Well,
shame.
let's say that most of the samurai believe that they have duties that are more pressing elsewhere, if you get my drift.
Oh, imagine that.
Match. Well, that's why we're here, to pick up the crumbs left behind. Oh, gee.
Oh, true.
I look up to him and I just kind of give him a little wink and another little bow. We'll be back when we've succeeded.
Very good.
Yeah, and I love
look
you.
forward to it. Be careful and don't lose your lives. I would hate to see this venture that we are working together on fall, and I would hate to see you all lost.
Not
And,
gonna happen, don't worry.
With that,
Okay, we never get lost. I find way.
he just
That's exactly
grins
right.
and shakes his head, and then walks out into the shadows of the night.
I like him. Y'all might be looking at your new uncle. Let's go.
Wait, what?
Don't ask
I
questions.
don't want to think
Oh.
about it. I don't want to think about it. I
And
don't want to
before
think
he
about it.
leaves, just as you can just barely see him in the shadows, he says, "Oh, of course, I almost forgot.
Oh,
The primary access to the Nakatori Shrine is on the southern hillside. That is what you must avoid. We believe that the secret is on the northeastern side. You may have to fumble around in the forest a bit at the lower part of the hill to find it.
gotcha.
After so
Although,
many years, it
the
is likely to be
woods-
overgrown. But if you look for the mini shrines along the way, you should be able to uncover the path. Good luck.
You said mini sharks? Okay. Okay, you guys.
And of course, should your team be captured, the shogunate will disavow this mission.
Of course.
Is that your
Absolutely.
disclaimer? Each and every time?
But
Because
yeah,
we've heard
his
this how many
motto.
times now?
I believe this is
At least
the
4?
6th time, yes?
Oh, yeah, 6. Yeah, at least probably now. All blends together, you know.
Well, this better be
Okay.
lucky number 7.
I understand we
Hey.
be disavowed, we get caught. Still don't know what that
That's
means,
right.
but it's okay.
I'll explain it in the carriage. Don't worry, we'll get it. We'll get you there. She's a
Hasn't
smart
come
one.
up on
She's
my
just-
word of the day book you gave me, Auntie.
It might not, but we'll get you. I'll write it out. We'll do it phonetically. We'll put it in sentences. She's really smart. I promise you this. She can punch like a goddamn Clydesdale. It's amazing.
Common's not her first language.
Exactly. Thank you. Yes, exactly.
You must be nice.
He vanishes into the darkness.
Just gone.
Way to go. Wow, cool.
That
Well,
guy gives me the heebie-jeebies every time we talk to him.
oh, I think he's just cool now. This is great. He's good. You heard what he said about trying to stop the whole racism thing. That's hell yeah. Okay, I've never really understood the whole thing of people hating folks for just being slightly different. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but he wants to try and stop it. I mean, it'd be great. That way y'all could maybe join up with the family someday. We could take over from the inside. We could fix it. Opens a lot of doors. Very excited about that. Yeah.
And there's a possibility you'll actually be able to get that limelight put right on you. Have people talking about how you've helped change the perspective of all of the people because of your beautiful and kind open heart and how you led us on honor and glory, and even though it had to be in the shadows.
Oh, jeez.
You still
from the
led
shadows. Oh, from the shadows to the stars. Oh my God, start spreading the news. Okay. But one step at a time. What's
Auntie,
that?
if you decide to try and challenge for head of family, I will be champion.
Ooh. Oh, that is really, because again, I mean it. You would punch better. You could bet you got a kick like a horse. Oh my God. That really makes me feel confident about this. And you're gonna have to do it. This isn't like oh, thank you, maybe someday. This is a thank you. That's gonna happen.
That's why I train
And I will
every
make sure
day.
and that is why I gather all of the amazing spells to be able to help buff you and make sure that you are extra special, unstoppable.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Oh. One step at a time. Okay. Let's get ourselves all outfitted and ready. We have a lot of money now, so stars the limits here for whatever, if y'all need stuff to get ready for this. You want another, you can go buy like another fucking magic rope. Sure, you can, I don't know, tie them to each other, see if that breaks the universe.
That's true. You guys now have
Stars the
10,000
limit.
gold to split amongst the four of you that you can
Holy
use
jeez.
to
Okay.
get some equipment if you want something else.
Amazing. So yeah, we could take the day.
We'll say that you
meet
guys
back up.
already have a sort of an underground supplier of gear that that's in the underworld, and this person will sell to righteous people and unrighteous people. They get their items by questionable means, but they don't ever like murder anybody themselves. They usually just take the items off people who've already been murdered by someone else.
Let's just recycle it.
Or they've stolen them from this person, this contact. We'll call him the Underlord. The Underlord. He's your contact, your guy who can get you magical gear. He some of your gear you got from your missions, some of the gear you got from him. And if you think that you want to do some shopping for any gear, you'll let me know.
Oh, little brother, I'm sure you have plenty of ideas for things for us.
I'm a thinking.
I'm a thinking.
And I'm like sitting there like, you see like little tiny illusions of different items just pop up as they're going in through my head.
Like a QVC show.
Yeah, basically. And I'm like scrolling, like kind of like scrolling as they all keep popping up.
Timu. Hop.
I'm actually looking because I don't know, like, I don't even
I'm not even.
know what items to even think about. I was thinking about some kind of potions, possibly.
Do you have any type of defense items? Not
Ooh, I have an
necessarily
idea.
gauntlets or bracers.
Yeah, I was thinking about a potion of hill giant
I
strength
want
for
to add to my
cousin.
AC more
I mean, what? No, I meant like, why would you not want to wear bracers?
because I've got the gauntlets of Oni power.
You can wear bracers and gauntlets at the same time.
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
Does he
yeah.
have bracers of defense?
Let's take a look.
It's a rare item.
Dinner book.
It's reading Rainbow.
There we go.
The stream buffered for the first time.
Yeah. It's been at 0% frame droppage until now. Now we're at 1.8, dropping steadily. So just a glitch.
Strong.
Hopefully. Anyway.
I have no streams up on my computer.
Yeah, me either. In fact, my computer's turned off.
Pelicana, do you have any good recommendations for items?
Hold the audience. I'd like to
It's
phone
the
a
second
friend.
time for Pelican.
Yeah. Can I phone a friend, please?
Yeah. How long did the buffer last? I'm curious.
Just a couple seconds. There was one massive one, like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago on his end. So. Items? Does anybody have any good recommendations for fun items? For our trickstery, stealthy, illusionist, barbarian monk.
So he will have price if he has an item that you ask for. I'll tell you a price, but do note that he's obviously a merchant. Just because he's underground merchant doesn't mean he's not a merchant. So he's probably going to jack the price up. So you would want whoever your face person is to try and negotiate for better prices. And yes, he does have bracers of defense.
Sweet.
And bracers of defense in 5e, all they do is give you a +2 AC bonus. Just to be clear.
Ooh, Jotun
Considering that you don't
suggested.
have anything right now, it would be +2 straight to your AC, which would give you what, a 25?
25 AC.
Jesus Christ.
I already have 2 of those, Pelican.
I was gonna say we already have.
Oh, Joe's getting in on this too.
I love Bag of Tricks. Anytime a DM's like, you get any magic items that you want, I'm like, have you ever heard of the Bag of Tricks?
Yes, last episode you did use your bag of tricks.
I might have killed an elk. It's fine though, they turned to pixie dust.
So who wants to be the person who has the knowledge, the most knowledge? I mean, I guess it makes sense that Auntie would be the one who would know the most about prices of items. So
Probably.
I'll have
Persuasion's
Auntie make a roll. What 5e skill would be for knowledge
Persuasion,
of prices?
Perception.
Well, you doing the negotiation, I know what that will be
Persuasion.
But I'm curious, we need to have you roll like a knowledge check.
Insight, maybe? Insight?
Like in 3.5 it would be appraisal.
Appraisal.
But I don't think that's a thing in 5th ed.
History,
No.
persuasion.
I guess history works because you could argue that it's historical knowledge. It may be current historical knowledge, but it's still historical knowledge. So
Hell yeah.
I guess anybody can roll it. Whoever's best at history in your team can roll it, and then whoever's best at negotiating with. So we'll say that you guys arrange to go meet with the Underlord. He's a squirrely little dude in black leather armor. Looks kind of like a rat, and he scutters around almost like a rat. But he likes calling himself the Underlord and expects everyone to do the same, and everyone does because he can get what they need. He can get what they want.
So,
Yeah.
what do you need from me today? I have quite the array of goodies. Yes.
As always, just as moist and as helpful as ever. Great to see you, as always.
I gag.
Yeah.
Kelly Blue Goblin. Is that like Kelly Blue Book? That's so funny.
Kiara greets him the same way every time. Hello, Lord of Under.
He always eyes you with one of his eyes. So,
Well, we've got
Common
a
second
couple
language.
of things.
so who's the one with the history check, the best history check? Because anybody who has it as a proficiency can roll it.
I do not have it as a
What are
proficiency.
we rolling?
I have a
History.
+6.
Nobody has it as a proficiency, or you do?
20.
You're the one with
I have a
history?
+6.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
know that typically bracers of defense are worth 1,200 gold.
Okay.
So if you want to like make a note of that for negotiation purposes, when you find out what he's asking for. What do you, so think about your characters. What what would you like to do to improve your survivability? Whether it be, do you want to put out more DPS? Do you want to be better at what you already do? Do you need more defense? Like she knew right away she just wanted to keep upping that AC to have it insane.
Oh, you cut out, Stormy.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
Cut out from the stream or just from you guys?
You like kind of dropped in the middle of talking.
Okay. Last thing that I said.
You're just like listing off like what we like possible items for
Okay.
like.
So, Druid,
More
would
DPS.
you like for Kitsume as a cleric? Are you happy with her armor? She has what, magic armor and a magic?
Yeah, I have a studded leather armor +1 and a +1 weapon, and it's not called a shield. One of the Tate
Taint?
Oh,
shield.
is it a regular one or a magical one?
It's a regular one.
It's a taint.
So you could potentially, for example, get an upgraded one if you want, like a magical Tate shield. Not taint, Tate.
I love that you're like enunciating it. Tate.
Because I know you guys and these guys in chat, hell, even this guy right here would totally take advantage of that.
Why?
I totally didn't say taint on purpose.
You
and
did.
said it
I heard it. I heard it.
Definitely heard it that time. So, or wasn't there an item that you were looking at but you couldn't get before, Druid? For some reason, like you were, I think I remember you were trying to choose between getting a magic weapon and something else, but you went with the magic weapon at my recommendation.
Remember, let me look at this group chat. I think I posted it.
It's all, yes, that's what we're.
Oh yeah, I forgot that my studded leather armor is the glamored studded armor. I totally stole that from.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot
Yes. I love it.
about that. That's the glamour lets you basically put on any outfit that you want, right? Make it
C'est
look.
vrai.
It's like a hat disguise for your clothes, basically.
Oh yeah. AJ's been like every single morning. It's kind of the outfits matching the weather. It's very Miss Frizzle-esque, you know.
Right.
The
So
adventure
that's
for
right.
the day.
AJ has one too. The two of you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like my kimono has always got like little scenes on it from like what we did the day before, how the weather is, what we're gonna do that day. Very Miss Frizzle.
I
All right.
love
So
it.
far, I got one request for a bracers of defense. Tilty, how about you? Have you seen anything that you like that you want to potentially ask for?
Possibly. I can't remember the item that I was looking at as the other one, but something that would make sense since I'm always tinkering with potions and whatnot.
Mhm.
A potion of maximum power.
Potion of maximum power? That's just the thing you said?
Yeah, where did it go? I just had it. Shit, I lost it.
Ah,
I have a suggestion for Tilty.
What?
A ring of spell storing. You can store
Oh,
more illusion
yes.
spells in. your
Yeah. I don't think you guys could afford that.
Damn.
It's only a rare item.
Yeah, but it's one of the higher end kind of rare items.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Circle back to me. Circle back to me. Circle back to me.
Okay. All right. So, AJ/Ryan, what you think over there?
Well, I looked up two things. First, I looked up bags, and I was like, most of them are pretty wild. You know, bag of holding, the bag of tricks. There's the bag of bounty, which means I just roll a dice and I basically get rations and meal stuff for the day. And sometimes it's really good, and sometimes it's really shitty. Then I also looked up figurine of wondrous power, and I'm like, there's a few on here. It's pretty much just a little figure that summons an animal. Now, I'm not trying to become a Pokemon trainer, but I think I might be trying to become a Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, so figurines of wondrous power have been around since the olden days of Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, there are a variety of them. Let's see what they're...
Ooh. Silver Raven. Can become a raven for 12 hours. Once it's used, can't be used till 2 days have passed. While in the raven form, the figurine allows you to cast the animal messenger spell on it at will. So it's basically a little messenger pigeon.
Yeah, and it's only an uncommon. Roll me your history check. See if you know the value of...
Hop. Hop.
13.
Yeah, so the DC was, on an uncommon, the DC was only a 10. You know that a silver... Let me see if he has that, because that's sort of it may be only uncommon, but it's still sort of like not a common uncommon, you know what I mean?
I would think this guy probably got me my bags, and so I rustle up next to him and I just nudge him and I go, hey buddy, more friends, you know what I mean? Any more friends, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a
House.
50-50 shot, Ryan. I rolled percentile dice. High or low?
Hi.
68, you got it.
Yes.
What
Oh,
is
that's
it?
One
69.
You know, all of us are like, dang. Boo.
What is the item?
I don't even
Wait.
want it anymore.
Wait, what? What?
It's 68%.
Oh, because it was off by 1. Yeah, I see.
I'm a child.
Its value is normally 500 gold.
What is the item?
Oh, it's a silver raven figurine of wondrous power.
Tilted.
I'm not sure how your characters would use that in this 3-shot, but if your character wants it, you know, you got to think of your character as if they would be in more of a campaign. In case we ever continue this again, you might use it for something. So,
Tilted, I
I'm
found a
just trying
common
to
item
think,
that
too.
would fit your character based on
That's the
my
other thing,
understanding
too.
of him. It's called
Let me hear it.
Scribe's Pen, and it says you can use this pen to write on any surface. You decide whether the writing is visible or invisible, but the writing is always visible to a person with the mark of scribing. Any creature with the mark of scribing can use an action to touch the invisible writing, making it visible to all. So you can
That'd be
go
fun.
around and you can graffiti everywhere.
That's
That's
cool.
actually very in character. Yeah. What's your history, by the way?
Mine?
Yeah.
It's a +2.
Okay.
do you have that as a proficiency?
Yeah.
But you don't.
Yeah, I
have
don't think you heard me
wisdom.
earlier.
I don't have
It was
intelligence.
plus.
Oh, it tells.
It
don't
was
have any
plus
plus-
6 for mine, so I don't know if you heard me earlier.
Your history is a 6.
+6, yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear that. You should definitely be the one rolling. Although technically, anybody who has the history can roll. That's going to be what we'll use for appraisal.
I like that. I like that. That item. That's a good item. That's on character.
The Scribe's Pen?
Because the only other one was a rare, or it's the potion. But the potion I found is actually rare. I thought it was uncommon.
Yeah. Scribe's Pen is just a common item, so I'm pretty sure like majority of vendors would probably have one.
Yeah, it looks like a big Sharpie for me if I have it.
Let's see. I'm going to say there's a 75% chance that this guy has it, so you don't have to go somewhere else.
And does he have multiples?
Yeah.
For the first roll, yes. The second roll will be determine if he has more than one. No. He has one. And you say it's a common item, a common magic item? So,
Magic item.
yeah, so it's normal price. Let you roll your history check, your history appraisal.
Oh shit.
Both you guys.
My dice tower's fucking chucking my dice today. Jesus. That's like twice as rolled out of the damn tray. 8, 3, 6, 24. Yeah, 24. Yeah, I'm going to.
Oh yeah. So you know that item is normally 150 gold. Again, that's the normal price of it.
Auntie, I
Anything
really want this
for
pen.
the cleric.
You have all the money in the world. Get it, baby.
Looking
Why
around.
is shopping so hard for
here.
these guys? That's so funny to me.
What do you mean? I knew exactly what I wanted.
I said these guys.
Oh.
I was talking to you.
I was for some reason wasn't expecting to be able to go shopping.
We have a
And the
bag
payday?
with us, of course. Yeah, we're going shopping. We just got paid.
Of course.
We're going to the mall.
Gotta win.
Auntie, take me to the mall.
We're
I want an Auntie
going.
pretzel.
Let's go.
We're going to
the mall.
Filene's.
Don't take shit.
Get it, losers. We're going shopping.
Upstairs. Then afterwards, we're going to
All right, so we
Joanne's
got
Fabrics.
2 items so far chosen by party members. Wait, what did Ryan pick?
The
This
Raven?
Silver
Silver
Raven Falcon. Or Silver Raven Falcon. That sounds like a 90s show. Figurine of wondrous power.
Did I tell you the price on that
Go.
one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
500?
And so you guys got to help her out now. Everybody, pull your minds together to see what you can get for the cleric. And if you want to use a little bit of your funds for some potions and or scrolls, you know, feel free to go for that too. You don't have to. I mean, you guys have options.
I'll grab a good, like, mid-range one.
Mid-range what?
Mid-range healing potion.
All right, let me
Just in
double
case.
check. Believe it or not, those are fairly pricey.
I'm on 2,000 gold left to myself, or
Oh, not
This
that,
is
not that
price
pricey.
fund. Oh. A number of things on my list that
Yeah,
says
so
summoning. I love
the base healing potion, I'll just let you guys know this is sort of common knowledge. The base healing potion, which is, I believe, actually, I need to double check.
it.
I got one for twin.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Stormy to finish with the potion.
Base healing potion is 2d4 plus 2 hit points,
Hey.
and it's 50 gold pieces would be the regular price for it. A greater one, which would be 3d6 plus 3, is ranges from 200 to 250. A superior, which would be 4d8 plus 4, would be 2,000 to 2,500.
Give me one of those, and I'll
Well,
Okay, I'll turn you down.
you're gonna have to negotiate. Those are the base prices. You have to. He's gonna ask for a lot more, so you guys are gonna have to negotiate for him. But, like, so you're actually wanting one of the superiors or one of the graders?
no, Auntie's got a little more frugal than that. I'd go for one of the graders, not the superior.
Okay. So those are normally,
There
like I
was-
said, $250. Right, and so go ahead, Hilty, you had advice for Druid.
Well, I had an idea because there's two versions of it. They have the regular uncommon version and they have the very rare one, but it's a tattoo. Or I guess you'd have to be buying the ink if you're not attuned to 3 things, of course. I could definitely tattoo
don't worry
it on
about
you,
that.
twin.
I despise attunement except for when it's like for artifacts or things that make sense narratively. So I don't even keep attunement in my campaigns at all, except for, like I said, those specific kinds of things. In my opinion, if a ring is magical and a cloak is magical, you know, you can wear them. They're magical. You don't have to attune to them. So.
Ooh. So there's 2 versions of this. It's called Lifewell Tattoo.
Never heard of this.
It comes from Tasha's the book.
Cauldron of Everything?
Yes, Cauldron of Everything. Thank you. I could not remember what the rest of it was.
I have that book, so I just haven't read everything in it. So,
and I can tattoo it on you with my new pen.
well, that's clever.
I played with those in a campaign once, and it was really fun because it turned into basically just us saving money for tattoos, the campaign. It was awesome.
My orc has a tattoo in my other campaign, so.
So I would argue that this is one of the few times where I think that the attunement makes sense. Because you're literally, imprinting the tattoo onto your body, so you need to attune to its magic, and that makes sense. And I like it. That's pretty good. What I'm seeing. Oh, I see. Yeah, there's one that's.
So they have the one that's basically got the relentless endurance, like orcs have, or there's the regular low version, which is just the necrotic resistance. So you get half damage for necrotic.
It's interesting. I'm seeing something completely different, but
With the Death Ward?
I'm only seeing one. The only one that I see that when I searched, that's in Natasha's Cauldron of Everything, or at least is what it says. Maybe it's only referring to the very rare one, but it's necrotic resistance and life ward at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And then the regular simple tattoos, which are just you get damage type. So it would just be a normal. It's a whole nother section, but it would just be the simple tattoo, which is you pick a resistance type.
Oh, yeah. So she could basically get a boost to her saving throws of a certain type, right?
Yeah. So so in this case, I mean, I was thinking the necrotic because she's a cleric, but
right.
I guess
Give her
whatever.
resistance to necrotic, so she gets advantage on saving throws against necrotic stuff and what else?
And less damage from it.
Yeah, take half damage from necrotic. That is on brand for a cleric. It makes a lot of sense.
That'd be cool. I'm down for that.
Is that version like what I'm seeing?
That's just a normal
very
tattoo.
rare though, right?
Are the regular tattoos still very rare?
Yeah, it's very rare.
Let me
Even
look.
just for the resistance?
What page is it on the book? Do we know?
I don't have the book in front of me. I was using the. It says right here, Tasha's Cauldron 119.
I can get the dang book out. Her book.
It's haunting.
Tilted, another
rarity,
item that your
uncommon.
character can work towards. Cloak of Displacement. Be very on point for your character too.
Oh Jesus!
Very much.
Yeah, that's a sick item. Very
huge
rare,
item.
very expensive.
It is very expensive, but I mean, while you wear it, you project an illusion that makes you appear to be standing in a place nearby. Fits your illusion in.
It basically gives them disadvantage on every attack against you.
Yep.
That's cheeky
Which
down
is
boots.
pretty sick. So, what page was it again?
119. It's saying here.
Okay.
Because it looks like the rarity goes on what I'm reading here, at least, is the tattoo coverage. So for common, would be on the hand, a foot, or a quarter of a limb. Uncommon is half a limb or the scalp. Rare is 1 limb, very rare is 2 limbs or the upper chest or back, and then legendary is 2 limbs and the torso. Which is, again, that's kind of weird how they do that.
Yeah, this is kind of awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, like I see the one that we were just talking about that has the Death Ward with it being very rare, which makes sense. But if it's just a single like resistance, I don't know how that goes. Rare or uncommon, I would assume, but
Well,
I don't think they explained it very well.
Yeah, they actually contradict themselves. They say the rarer a magic tattoo is, the more space it typically occupies on a creature's skin. But then it doesn't tell you what rarity it is. Instead, it tells you what size it is. So it's like backwards.
Right.
I'm just going to simplify it and say that.
How much does it cost? It big.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it is rare, but it's not like a rare. It's definitely not very rare. Necrotic damage or necrotic resistance. It would be a black tattoo. That makes sense. And I would say, he would have something like that. Let me see.
Oh, another 24.
All right, Druid.
If that's something that you would like, Druid, of course.
High or low?
Yeah, I'm down. Low.
37. You guys are rolling like getting
Nice.
super lucky. Okay. Is that something you want?
Yes.
Okay. So then he does
Also-
have the magical ink for this.
Hey.
And I'm gonna say it's roll me your history check to know what it should be valued at.
Short of
guys.
24. Again,
What was that?
a 24.
Okay.
Way less. 13.
Well, he knows. Normally these are worth like $750 for each kind of resistance.
I relay the information to Auntie to talk him down.
So let's negotiate for each one separately. He's like,
I have those braces of defense that you were thinking about. 2,200 gold.
Okay, that seems fair, but you've known me for a while, haven't you? Come on. Who else do you buy from? Who else does? Who's
I
your
have many customers, yes.
go ahead and roll me a persuasion check though.
We'll blow a gust of wind through her hair, you know, as she's shaking.
And
Yeah, the hair goes right into my face because I rolled an 8.
did you just now give her a blessing from the trickster god?
I just said boot.
Oh,
It was the guidance though, right?
Huh? I rolled an 8 plus a 3, so that's 11.
What was the actual price I'd said for that?
1,200.
Yeah. He's like,
Well, what's to happen, ma?
Just maybe, knock off $100 and or 100 gold, and I'll.
if you guys want to help
I'll-
her with the negotiation, you can. She'd be the one persuading, but you all can chime in with however you want to help lower it. Because he literally asked 2,200 for something that's only worth 1,200.
Kiara's
Okay,
kind of
okay.
glaring at him. That's insulting
We
to
come
ask
here
for
all the
that
time.
much.
It's true, we do.
I still.
We
I buy and sell from you all the time.
As Cousin's glaring at him, I use mold earth really like slickly to make her seem taller.
All right. No need to get huffy. What do you think fair price?
I understand you need to still make money to be profitable, right, Auntie?
Oh, hold on.
Hold on, yeah, we just got. Yeah, that just went haywire.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I think the stream dropped.
It did?
Refresh. Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah, let me
showing a
reload.
stream drop.
I had
It was
an error
Twitch.
message pop up.
Yeah, same. It was Twitch right there.
Ah, okay. Definitely not me. We're
Yeah, it wasn't on your
sitting
end.
4% dropped frames.
Yeah, that was
Our
a
internet
Twitch
is
hiccup. That wasn't you.
Stable, yeah. All right. So what price?
What about 1,500?
I'm standing behind Kiara like this to Auntie.
You get 500 can you do? Okay.
Oh good, oh good, oh good. I was hoping that this wouldn't get awkward.
All right.
Hey,
And now
man.
for the scribe's pin, what's its normal price?
You said 150, I think it was.
150.
Yeah.
I want 290 for it.
290.
Come now, come now.
Come, my lady.
was-
Come, my lady.
I was thinking the same thing, the Limp Bizkit
Ah,
song.
sugar.
Come on, you can buy sugar,
It's not?
baby.
Who is it?
If you're thinking the butterfly song, it's Crazy Town.
Yeah, Chris.
No.
No.
The one I was thinking of is
Come,
the
my lady.
Limp Bizkit song.
No.
What she just sang.
No.
It's not?
Sugar pie, sugar.
Yeah, she's singing the butterfly.
Baby.
What about
Maybe they did a cover of it then, because the only one I've ever heard is Limp Bizkit.
the
Okay.
fair price is 150, huh?
And he's asking for 290. Okay, sir, listen. The thing is, I know that we are your absolute favorite customers, and I never thought that you would try to just be so blatantly disrespectful to our face like this.
All right, roll me
Heartbreak.
a persuasion. I'll let you.
Me?
I
Persuasion?
mean, you're the one trying to persuade him right now.
I'm gonna give myself a little blessing.
Okay.
24.
Huge.
She's like,
Oh, you know me too well. It's well then. Tell you what, I'll throw in the pen if we get a good deal going for the other items.
I absolutely expect you to give us great deals. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go find somewhere else to go, and that would just be such a disgrace considering we're in the middle of a mission.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, mission.
Sister. Shh.
I'm sorry.
By mission, she
Oh,
means
right.
shopping. We shopping.
Oh,
Shopping mission.
yes, it's
As a
it's
family.
Very important work. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
So-
This one confuses mission with shopping sometimes.
I do. You know, I common is my first language, yes, but I have been trying to learn other languages and stuff. And sometimes it's really difficult when the gods are whispering into your ears all the time and you forget how words work.
I put my hand over her mouth and kind of back her away from the table, like, sister, shh.
so
And then I switch telepathically the same train of thought, and I just don't shut up the entire time. with
Oh,
my hand
no.
in my mouth.
And I just got a fake
well, but you have
smile
to
on
do
my
it to
face,
one
like,
person. So who are you doing it to?
To her twin.
Just
to me.
one.
Just to him.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah, so he's now hearing me
all
just
right.
going rambling on
My-
and on and on and on and on.
speaking
and
of
on and on.
rambling,
My
we
eyes
need
twitching.
to move on now. So, Ryan, what do you want to negotiate for next?
Okay, I got my stuff. I'm set on that. Was there anything else? I don't.
I mean, who's the best negotiator in your group? Who's got the most charisma and the best persuasion? You guys would be able to, you travel together and know each other's strengths and weaknesses. You would know who's the best.
I
I have a +3 to persuasion.
I also.
What
have a
item are we
+3.
going for, though? Because I'm like, I got my stuff. Did everyone get their stuff?
No, so you still haven't negotiated for the Raven, have you?
Nope. We haven't negotiated for the Raven or the ink.
Or the ink?
Or the ink.
Oh, I thought I was paying market price. I thought for the Raven. Well, let's go ahead for the ink then. And
So what's the normal price of the ink?
Ink is $750.
He's asking 1,000 gold for it.
I'll go for 800.
800? Okay, roll it.
Yes. Alrighty, and pop. Natural one. That's a 5.
Oh my
On this one, he's
God.
not going to budge.
Yeah. That's fair. That's perfectly fine. Go ahead and pay the man.
Okay, and then the final item was the Silver Raven, which was how much?
250? 500.
StarKitty?
500.
He's asking 750 for it.
500.
Roll it.
Up.
Boop. Blessings,
And-
guidance upon thee, Auntie.
16 plus
Oh,
4 is a dirty 20.
Unfortunately, he rolled higher than that, but you got close. So he will actually lower the price. What did I say he was asking?
800.
800? And it's normally how much?
500.
500? He's going to drop it down to 700.
Mm-hmm.
So how much
What's our total?
for everything total? And the pen was
3,000 gold.
3,000. Oh, you guys can easily cover that. All right. Does that seem amenable to you guys? You guys all have your cool goodies for 3,000
what
gold?
about my pen, sir? As I hold out my hand to him, I think
Yeah.
we've come to a pretty decent transaction. I'd say.
All right. I have more people to see now. Goodbye.
He runs away.
As
Stand
Kiara
and jump and
accepts
click my
the
heels.
bracers of defense, you guys actually see a smile on her face.
That was worth
Alright.
it all.
Very rare smile on her face.
I almost
Alright.
like start to scream
you
at it,
guys,
but I'm like, oh wait, I can't.
Throw your, you put your, like, you're gonna take some time, obviously, to go back home and ink her up with the magic.
Yeah, I'm
ink.
tatting you, sister.
It's only
Palms of hands.
it's only the one vial. Once you use it, it's done, and the tat is on her. So don't forget to add
the
in your
hands.
character that you have necrotic resistance druid.
Perfect.
And then
Now, Tilted, you gotta come up with a little symbol that you can, like, invisibly mark that you've been there.
It's gonna be phallic. I'm leaving phallic symbols everywhere.
Yes! Leave the dicks everywhere!
Yes.
A mandala of dicks.
And they're invisible.
Dick dollar.
Oh, I swear to God. You guys are crazy. All right, I love it. Okay. So I'm gonna exposition us out of this. You guys get all the gear that you need. You know, your regular adventuring gear, your rations, all that kind of stuff. And you even, I'm gonna say, you know, take 100 gold out of your party fund because you hire a carriage as opposed to a cart, so you can be comfortable. Because that seems like on brand with what Auntie would want. She'd want to be comfy on the way there.
Oh yeah, my
bougie.
sciatica.
So you guys rent a cart and horse. Well, 2 horses with this not cart, carriage. 2 horses and carriage.
Sure.
And you make your way across the landscape of Japan. And at least this alternate version of it. And, oh wow. It takes, just like he said, about 3 days and 2 nights. Along the way, you along the road. You know, it's actually a beautiful trip across the countryside. You guys are seeing, some of you have been this way before, most of you haven't. And so a lot of it's all new to you, seeing the rice fields and the lush forests and the mountains in the distance. And you even, the path that takes you there kind of winds near the ocean. So you get a brief, you know, stop to glance, you know, to get a gander at the ocean from a hillside and run around on the sand for a little while, take a little afternoon break and continue your journey. And along the way you meet, you know, various travelers. Anytime it's, you know, just fishermen or merchants or regular common folk just traveling along the road, you all are, you know, just kind and polite to them, and anytime it seems to be a samurai, you sort of like, you know, disguise yourselves and to look like very common folk and just kind of vanish into the background, as it were, so you don't get taken notice of, and which only happens a couple of times. And each time though, like, the samurai have better things to do, and as long as you get out of the road for them, then they're totally fine. And of course you all were tempted to not get out of the road, but you know, wisdom won out, and you decide, you know what, no, it's not worth, we don't know who we might be pissing off, we might ruin all the goodwill that we're building. So, you know, let's just do our sneaky thing. And eventually, after those 3 days and 2 nights, and you're actually pretty successful those two nights at foraging for interesting foodstuff, so you don't even have to dip into your rations. And but very soon, you all do find yourselves in the Arashiyama district, which is a farming district with quite a few different kinds of rice and grains, soybean fields, you know, things like that. And there's a couple of there's a lakeside fishing village nearby, and there's also, at that fishing village is also where the farmers go to work together, like a farmers market, and they work together with traveling merchants to sell their wares and such. And it goes uneventful, like peaceful even. It seems to me, to you all, that at least in this area, the samurai are doing a decent job of keeping the wild things of the world from assailing the peaceful villagers. But as soon as you make it into Gotai village, which is, you all know, is the main village. It's not that same village that I was talking about. That's the last kind of civilized village that you come to before you're going to be making it to the Nakatori Shrine Hill. And the village of that town is the Gotai village. And as you make it into there, the buildings are run down. There are few people. The ones that see you look fearful and close their shutters and run into their homes. And you know, a lot of the houses are either empty or dilapidated. There are a few that are kept up, obviously. There's a small peach grove nearby, which is what they use as their kind of means of trade. And you also note there's a still used but kind of run down looking warehouse style industrial building. You all remember your history of this place, that they have a lot of folks who do the like textiles, seamstress type stuff, where they can make clothing and things like that. And you know, there are a few people there who still try and make that. But you're not here for them. I mean, you are, but not directly, right? And so you all just kind of pass through, and finally, as dusk. So as you pass through, you do see up on the hill, and you stop and talk to a passerby that's not terrified of you, just to get a glimpse of the land, to know what's around, and pretend that you're just travelers on your way somewhere else. And the little old man, he's seems interested to chat with you for the brief time that you're going to chat with him. And he tells you, yeah, just be careful, steer clear of the Nakatori Hill because of the haunted shrine. And he even points out, up on the hilltop, you can see a pagoda-style building that's got this archway, and it's kind of at the bottom of the hill. And then you can sort of see, even from this distance, looking up at it, steps leading up the hill from that point. And that is obviously, that's the south side of the hill, the side of the hill that you're not, the side of the shrine that you're not supposed to go up. You're supposed to circle around to the other side and look for the secret pilgrimage trail. So you thank the little old man and head on your way. And it's not quite dusk yet. There's still enough light in the daylight, just a scant bit of daylight left, that you have enough time to do a search for the bottom part of the back. You make your way back and find a decent campsite, and that could potentially be your point of operation where you travel out from. And from there, it's a bit of a thicket, but you see certain areas that are sparse, and where there could be a trail to pick up. And so now it's a matter of whoever's got the best, I guess your best tracker, which would be survival skill, to try and find the location of the bottom point of the trail.
Would history work?
What?
Would history work?
No.
Damn it.
24.
Nice. What did Druid seem like she was excited? What did you get?
28.
Damn. Okay, the two of the ladies working hard together. The two younger ladies, I should say, the non-aunties. They
You call them auntie old?
I'm as old as I need to be.
She's older. I wouldn't say she's old. But so while you guys are kind of looking around for a good campsite to rest for the night, it turns out the two of you just decide, okay, we're gonna at least kind of, before we run out of light, see if we can find the bottom of this trail. And you do. You find basically, I don't know what they would call them, mini shrines. Let me see if there's something that the internet says.
Here it's fake.
No, how you got into the...
Yep.
Never mind.
You
Auntie's
find
fault. We have dirty
in
minds.
the forest a kamidana, a Shinto kamidana, which is basically like exactly like it's like I was talking about. It's a miniature version, that's crafted to be just like 4 feet high, and it's you spotted it because of the color of the rooftop on it, and it's of course overgrown. You almost wouldn't have spotted it except for the color of the reddish color of the rooftop was very much different than the green of the the foliage that has grown up around it. And they uncover it, and sure enough, it I think I had told you guys who the shrine was to, the fox goddess, right?
Yes.
I forgot which the name of the fox goddess was. I wrote it down.
It wasn't Kitsume?
Kitsune with an N.
Kitsune, yeah, that's it.
Instead of Kitsume, which is my name. Kitsune.
Yeah, right. Kitsune, yeah. And yes, inside it is a what looks like a multi-tailed fox, just like the illusion that he had created before. And which is a little bit spooky to you guys. It's, you think to yourself, wow, that's interesting. It feels like kismet, doesn't it? It looks like that the fox statue inside of it is toppled over and has been like scratched and scarred up and damaged as if somebody defaced it. And you all get an eerie feeling in this area. And after you have that eerie feeling, and of course they find this kamidana, you look around and you definitely find what looks like someone created a path. You know how frequently with Japanese shrines that are up on a hill, there are like stone steps that have been placed there to go all the way up, right? This is more like they took a flat, just whatever shaped stone and put it down and then put another one like all the way up the hill. So it's just more like a flat. Most of them are overgrown. Like you would not have easily spotted them if you weren't looking for them. But so there is a stone path, but it's definitely not steps. It's just more of a stony guide up the hill into the darkness of the forest. Just as the light of the sun goes down and dusk gives way to a purplish glow, and the purple glow gives way to the darkness of the night. Yes?
I have a question as the caster. With the rituals, can I be walking and doing that, or do I have to be completely still?
Rituals, when you say like ritual casting, you do need to basically stay still in one spot for the 10 minutes.
Okay.
Unless you can make an argument to the type of ritual that, like if it's, I'm open to arguments that certain kinds of spells could be, done while walking. I'm not sure if that exists. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I just want you to know that I'm open to that if that's something that you want to try.
So as much of an asshole and a trickster my character is, he still would respect the gods. So I would definitely like to try to detect magic as I'm like giving a small prayer over the defaced statue of Kitsune. And trying to see if there's anything. I have my sister help me basically to try to purify.
And I would be doing mending to try to like help fix it up and make it look nicer.
Oh, very good.
Such good kids.
Okay. So you use mending to repair the statue. And you would probably need help physically so the little kamidana is kind of leaned over a little bit. You would need help like lifting its foundation and like putting dirt under it to get it and then pull all the weeds and the vines and growth off of it. You all work together to do that, and that's what you all are doing until the sun goes down. And you don't detect any magic from it, but you all still get that weird, eerie feeling. It's either like you're being watched or like just a sense of impending danger.
I'd give like a small prayer at the shrine, and then kind of say we need to get out of here.
Agreed.
Well, this is actually a decent campsite for you all to stay put unless you want to try climbing this thing at night. So the thing is, it's a little bit cloudy out. So even with the moon that comes out with the forest and the clouds, it's going to be pitch in this. You'd have to travel. I know some of you have dark vision, but
All but
He
Auntie.
doesn't.
yeah, not everybody does. And even with dark vision, dark vision doesn't give you like unlimited field of view. It's only a certain distance out, right? So what you all probably, it's up to you all what you want to do. But I feel like this is like a good space to take a break, a good time to take a quick snack break and potty break before you all continue and that will coincide with your camping that night near the shrine that you've helped to restore, the mini shrine.
Tiny bladder was kicking in. I was about to say that I need to pee soon. I've been holding it for like the last 40 minutes.
All right.
I was holding mine for like 40 minutes by the time I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. Because I can't. I cannot.
You
wait
could have said
any longer.
something, but yeah.
You can see my chair. You see it kicking as my feet kicking back and forth, trying not to pee myself.
All right, go pee now, guys.
When I'm like a little bit further forward, like there's signs. Okay.
Yeah.
Little wiggle.
All right, guys. That goes for you too, chat. Go pee and get snacks. We'll be back in about 10.
Over their picture on Discord.
Oh, it's only over your own picture. You see it on. Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is the most unconventional D&D stream on Twitch.
The mouse.
How to distract the streamers? Mouse. Oh, he's like my perfect kind of weird. I really like him. I feel like he's the kind of person that would tell Guar it's okay to pee on the tree. And that feels very important to me for some reason. My hair is so heavy today.
Well, you did wash it. It's full of water.
I know.
So stretch, right? Stretch.
Oh.
Sensors pose.
Oh, okay, now you're showing off. Don't do that. I can't touch my toes.
That is, she can do standing mermaid on one side.
Oh, standing mermaid? Let's see if I can do it in jeans.
Okay.
Put into elbow. Connect the fingers.
Quick save, quick.
Okay, cool.
It also sometimes does this sound, this random thing. It just happens from time to time. I think it has to do with some sort of decondensation or something. I don't know. It's really weird. But I swear to God, it sounds like an army of masturbating gnomes.
Are you sure they're squirrels, Stormy?
What?
Are you sure they're not masturbating squirrels?
No, I'm pretty sure they're. I'm pretty sure they're no.
You know, just a.
It does. It's just this sound. It's this weird sound. But you've proven time and again that your eccentricities are beneficial to not only yourselves, but to the guild and to the land in general. So.
We are so special that he pulled out the dictionary for us. He used big words.
And the day had come. The party was ready to begin
their fights in the arena against the number 2 ranked guild. Here they are, up against them. The name, the Loam Riders. Will they defeat them? Will they be beaten by them? And such it went. The battle began. It looked like it was fairly even, but it was not. Soon, 2 party members were down, and the cliffhanger had begun. And you guys are also
Fight me. Let's go.
all right. We're going.
I did it too.
You did it too. Yeah. We're gonna go chat dance. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Kids like. To me, is this wonderful? Wait, that's not how you do it. How do you do it? I screwed it up. I can't. Oh yeah, it's this way.
It's called the dab. You need to do it correctly.
I'm still doing it wrong.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you take it away there. It's itsStarKitty.
You forgot to hit play.
Okay.
And we're gonna add cinnamon and a little
The
extra
character, she wants pancakes now. Thank you.
There's only one way I'll accept pancakes. Stormy's got to wear the outfit. It's canon. It's the only way I think any one of us can enjoy them.
Later. You soon? So, you guys find yourself that evening dabbing at the inn. No. You find
That
yourselves.
is what Emmeline is doing. She's
Yeah.
dabbing from side to side on the stage.
Oh, he's pretty cool.
Okay.
My Chonkapillar.
Chonkapillar's ass liked him.
The butt.
Chonka butter.
It's a little tiny like X over it.
A little anime X for his little bunghole.
The ability to control those undead.
Oh, that's right, because you did that before Bunky
Yeah.
inseminated us.
Alright, and the Bob Ross moment
Stop
ended.
eating my butt, freaking chair. And that deep-throated person over there, the one with the green hair, just kidding.
We're going down ha-ha.
Oh, I didn't mean like that deep. I meant like deep-sounding voice. Oops.
Deep what?
He's got a deep voice, guys. That's what I was trying to say. It's true.
Yeah.
Do you have a very deep voice?
I know I do.
It doesn't frustrate you because it's something you can focus your mind on and to help you. I'm going to use the P word, to help you process what you went through. Are you clipping it?
Everyone, get some rest. We'll discuss this later, after I've had some time to think.
It's
And
a lot
process.
to process.
Everything.
Got 3 good clips so far. I'm processing the rest. What a dick! You snuck it in there. You got me to say it. Looks like you have a question, Fern.
Is it the same color, the same blue glow?
Yes.
No, I think if you scroll over their picture on Discord.
Oh, it's only over your own picture. You see it on.
Yeah. This is the most unconventional D&D stream on Twitch.
The mouse.
How to distract the streamers? Mouse. Oh, he's like my perfect kind of weird. I really like him. I feel like he's the kind of person that would tell Guar it's okay to pee on the tree. And that feels very important to me for some reason. My hair is so heavy today.
Well, you did wash it. It's full of water.
I know.
So stretch, right? Stretch, 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 stretch.
Oh.
Fencer's pose.
Oh, okay, now you're showing off. Don't do that. I can't touch my toes.
That is, she can do standing mermaid on one side.
Oh, standing mermaid? Let's see if I can do it in jeans.
Okay.
Foot into elbow. Connect the fingers.
Quick save, quick.
Okay, cool.
It also sometimes does this sound, this random thing. It just happens from time to time. I think it has to do with some sort of decondensation or something. I don't know. It's really weird. But I swear to God, it sounds like an army of masturbating gnomes.
Are you sure they're squirrels, Stormy?
What?
Are you sure they're not masturbating squirrels?
No, I'm
Like,
pretty
on
sure
my
they're.
affiliate
I'm
stream?
pretty sure they're gnomes.
You know, just a.
It does. It's just this sound. It's this weird sound. But you've proven time and again that your eccentricities are beneficial to not only yourselves, but to the guild and to the land in general. So.
We are so special that he pulled out the dictionary for us. He used big words.
And the day had come. The party was ready to begin their fights in the arena against the number 2 ranked guild. Here they are, up against them, the Loam Riders. Will they defeat them? Will they be beaten by them? And such it went. The battle began. It looked like it was fairly even, but it was not. Soon, 2 party members were down, and the cliffhanger had begun. And you guys are awesome.
Fight me. Let's go.
All right, we're going.
I did it too.
You did it too. Yeah. We're gonna go chat dance. Here we go.
Oh man.
Kids like. To me, is this wonderful? Wait, that's not how you do it. How do you do it? I screwed it up. I can't. Oh yeah, it's this way.
It's called the dab. You need to do it correctly.
Oh.
I'm still doing it wrong.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you take it away there. itsStarKitty.
You forgot to hit play.
Hi guys, we have returned from the break.
Have you turned your mic on, Stormy?
What was that?
Your mic?
I hear it in stream.
Testing.
There
1,
we go.
2, 3. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, while you were gone, Druid, I was like watching the movement on your screen. I was like, what the F is that? I realized a fan is blowing one of your things.
On your witch broom. Oh, it's not on the witch broom. I thought it was on the witch broom.
Yeah, the dream
it's on.
catcher.
Mm-hmm.
On this little guy.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay. So, setting the stage once again, you guys are camping at the bottom of a hill at the edge of a dark forest, leading up to what you know is the Nakatori Shrine at the top. An eerie feeling prevails the area. You feel confident in the work that you did to restore the smaller path version of the shrine. And that night you bunked down to get some rest.
Are we setting a watch?
That's a good question.
Yes.
Are you setting a watch?
Watch. Set. Yes? No?
Yes. I can take first watch.
Good
Wow,
idea,
she's super fan all of
Kiki.
a sudden.
So, Kit takes first watch. Who wants second?
I'll take the second one.
I take third. Shin takes last watch.
Shin's already asleep.
Well, just to wake him up.
It's okay.
Basically.
I'll take him.
All right. So, you guys, we got. Who's on first? What's on second?
Me.
I don't know. It's on third. Sorry. Kid is on first. AJ was second,
Yes.
Got it.
and Kiara was third.
Shin is last.
Your sleep that night is uneventful, but you wouldn't call it very restful. Throughout that night, you all have strange nightmares that keep waking you up and keeping you restless. And I mean, it's not to the point where you have any levels of exhaustion or anything, but you wake up groggy, not feeling as refreshed as you wished, and you also notice that dark clouds have rolled in, potentially heralding an impending storm, but you're not sure. It might be a while. But now, because of that, even though it's morning and the sun is coming out, or is rising, I should say. It's not coming out, it's rising, because it's hidden behind the dark storm clouds in the sky. And all that does is amplify the gloom of the forest. As you peer up the hill, seeing the gray stones, the overgrown gray stones leading, cutting a path through the forest up the hill.
Well,
I take it you guys.
Kiki, you were.
This is the point where I say, what do you guys do?
Kiara turns and looks at the group, going, "Stay here. I go look."
Great idea, honey. Yeah. You be careful.
So to
I
be
just throw a thumbs
clear,
up.
this hill is basically a small mountain. So to get to the top is going to take several hours.
Oh.
It's not like you can see the top from here. It would take you think that you could make it to the top by the kind of like lunchtime, like noonish.
Well, while everybody's eating their breakfast, Kiara's doing her morning exercise routine.
Okay.
Then she'll eat after.
There you go. There you go.
Cousin, you are relentless. And I'm like barely getting like the motivation to eat.
She's a strong, strong woman, that one, both physically and mentally. Spiritually, all of it. You were right, Shiki, though. We gotta get the hell out of here. Let's buck up and move out. This is a bad place. It's got bad vibes.
Yes.
So you think that there are two paths that you can go by, but in the long run, there's. Sorry, I almost went into a Led Zeppelin. Yes, there are two paths you can go by in the long run. There's still time to change the road you're on. No, seriously though.
If there's a bustle
Like,
in
there's
your
obviously the
head,
stone path that's the pilgrimage path that leads off through, and it's definitely more. Even though the stone path is overgrown, it's definitely the more clear path to go. But you also think winding up around this kind of dirt area could be shorter, but also potentially more dangerous. There are more kind of hooks and ravines and places that you might like tumble down the hill or lose gripping. So it's up to you if you want to try and go off the beaten path, or if you want to follow the no longer beaten path.
It's not that I don't believe in our expertise in traversing such wild spaces. I do think that we may stick to the path.
I don't hate that idea. I mean, I don't think they're gonna expect us either way, truth be told, so staying to the beaten path. And we could always break off it if it starts to get a little sketchy.
Yeah. Thoughts,
Gotcha.
everyone else?
So I'm going to amend something I said earlier as to clarify. You're not sure how long it'll take you to get to the top. It's a pretty big hill and it's pretty steep. The path helps, obviously. You think it might take half a day to get halfway up. It could take a whole, like, pretty much the better part of 10 hours to make it all the way to the top.
Right.
You guys, it sounds like you guys are all in agreement. I mean, I didn't hear from the other two whether they disagreed or agreed with going.
Oh,
on
yeah.
that path.
Kiara's just like, come on, everybody.
Let's go. Okay, so
Just holding on to a piece of Kiara's gi. Sticking close to her if it's creepy out.
Mommy, I mean mama, I mean mommy, I mean mother.
Yep.
you travel for a couple hours as you make your way up this winding path, and occasionally the brambles and the vines catch on your feet, and it's almost as if the forest is trying to slow you down. It definitely your movement isn't as fast as you would like it to be up the hill, and you tell me everybody's perceptions, passive perceptions, please.
17.
Or 13.
12.
Anybody with 16 or above, I guess basically the two younger ladies of the party, they see, for a brief moment, you think you see the flash of, again, I want you to imagine that this is pretty dark. Not like pitch or anything, because it's not nighttime. There is still, light lighting up through the trees, but it's an eerie light, and you see nothing but a cloudy sky overhead. And they obviously did clear a path through the trees. But every once in a while you get a glimpse of what looks like animal eyes staring at you from the forest, or you hear the skittering and movement of something in the forest, hoping that it's just the natural creatures of the forest. Yet despite seeing these things, these occasional, glowing cat-style eyes, right, in the distance, every time you try and track on it, you don't see it anymore. And every time you hear the rustle of leaves or the crack of a limb, you look over and you don't see or hear anything anymore. And the really thing that stands out to all of you is, in your time here in this forest, you have not seen a single solitary creature. No squirrels, no birds,
No bugs?
not even bugs.
Weird.
after you just keep pressing on, because whatever these eerie effects are, they don't seem to be closing in on you or anything. You're just, if it's even happening at all, you're being observed, you think? Or who knows? But as you press on 2 more hours around the halfway mark of the day, where you would stop and take a break, up ahead in the distance, you did not see a shimmering light. Sorry, now I'm going off into into another song. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. I'm sorry. All right.
Welcome to the hotel.
Yeah, exactly. This is not a hotel in California. You do see, though, what looks like another, like a small grove, opening grove. And in this grove, the path, the stone path that you're following levels out a little bit. And you see another one of those, what do I call it? Kamidana? I think is what I said.
Yeah, I think so.
Mini chapels.
A small kamidana, and what looks like 2 so it's a grove. There's a kamidana, and where it kind of stops, there's a thicket of forest behind it, so you're not sure what's beyond it. But you note that flanking each side of the grove are these overgrown statues of, the classical samurai kind of armor with the, the oni kind of, not oni, like the, just the Japanese face mask that you would see sometimes. And then they look kind of lean. One of them looks kind of leaned over, one's kind of straight. They're both overgrown with weeds and vines. And yeah, that's what you see up ahead. The statues appear to be kind of a rusty brown color. You all proceed onward and continue up into the. So you think that this is the halfway point of the mountain, and they probably put another kamidana at the halfway point as sort of a place for the monks to take a break in that spot.
I would like to reach my hand into the rusty bag.
Mm-hmm. The rusty tonics bag?
Yeah, it's the rusty tonic. It's got a little potion bottle on it. It's real cute. I love it. Gorgeous ass on it. I mean, what? Let's go ahead and D8. Please, something good. 1, 2, better not sue. It's a 2. Fuck me. Hey, you know what? Not awful. I pull it out and I throw it into the ground, but then in just a burst of feathers, there's just and a giant owl, or not a giant owl, just a regular owl, just an owl. And
nice.
Yeah, so he's got an owl now. That's not exactly what I wanted because it's in the woods. So he's kind of goes up above the woods. I'm like, well, good. Yeah, sure. I go into the gray bag, pull out another gray blob and throw it. And I'm looking for a scout, really, is what I'm hoping for.
Wait, you don't think an owl is a good scout?
It's a good one, but we're in the woods, there's got a lot of tree cover, etc. This is much better. I take a gray fuzzball and I throw it, and this one, it kind of sleeks out. It looks like flubber for a second, and then it just darkens entirely, and it turns into a panther. And then it just runs forward into the woods. And I go, keep an eye out.
So you're gonna have them scout. What are you gonna have them scout and look at?
I'd like them to keep a 30 to 50. What's his speed? They gotta be fast, right? and 50 feet. Yeah, so a 50 feet breadth ahead of us, and just kind of like, going around a little, just basically making sure traps, if it hits them first. Oopsie, lost the panther.
Gotcha. Do you want to also have the owl? Oh, I see why you wanted the ground creature now, because you wanted to find traps inadvertently.
Mostly, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to have the owl scout from like tree limb to tree limb?
Ooh, yes, please.
Okay. All right. So that's what you do. You see the panther running around you guys, and then the owl kind of flittering from tree to tree as you guys continue onward. I'm assuming the rest of you make your way up to the edge of the grove. So You're looking at this grove, and now that you see it, it's kind of interesting. It's made out in sort of a square in the right corner away from you. You're coming up from the bottom of the hill towards this flat area, this flat grove. At the right area of the corner is the mini shrine. And then next to it is the straight up and down, not leaned over statue of this samurai warrior kind of thing. But then now you see, continuing northward and up and around a large bushy tree area is the path. And kind of slightly leaned over next to, but also somewhat leaning into the path is the other one. And the owl is kind of perches himself on one of the taller trees, or not necessarily high up, but just one of the taller trees with the best limbs, right there at the center, just kind of surveying the grove. And your panther's running around the grove. And what do you guys do next?
Proceed cautiously.
Yeah, I was gonna say, continue stealthing our way through.
Yeah.
When you say stealthing your way through, do you want to sneak around this grove, or do you want to go investigate the shrine? From here, it looks like this shrine is not as overgrown as the other, but it definitely looks like the statue's been defaced again.
I'll kind of sneak around the grove, but towards the shrine.
Okay, so she starts sneaking around the outside of the grove towards the shrine.
Follows her.
Wait for me,
following
and
us.
I'll definitely follow her.
So, what's AJ doing as she sees all her youngins are now skirting the edge of the grove around towards that shrine?
I taught him well. Oh, I'm just looking at Formation Z. Exactly how I knew on it. I might have maybe picked Y, maybe P, but Z works too. Let's do that one. And I'm just gonna walk ahead. A little red spider climbing up onto my glasses. My familiar from last time. Still kicking, still sticking. So I just remembered that AJ does have dark vision, kind of.
Oh yeah, because of the spider. That's right. Yeah.
Superfluous dark vision, yes. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and.
This grove is a clearing, and there's a little bit of sun coming in, so it's fairly clear for you guys to see.
Good.
You were gonna say, Druid?
Oh, I was gonna say Ryan wasn't finished.
Oh, just at that, the shrine. I wouldn't mind saying, a quick little peek-see in there. Not touching anything, doing a lot of mage handing.
So as they're going up and around, you're gonna just walk into the grove from the path?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You walk into the grove, and that eerie feeling is even more prevalent here. In fact, you now feel like you're not sure, but you think as you're standing in the grove, you couldn't see it from below, but now that you're standing in the grove, it almost looks like there's just a very small, thin, wispy fog covering the ground. But you're like, from the angle below, you're like, why did I not see that? And it just gives you the heebie-jeebies. And
I kind of.
What?
I was gonna say, if that happens, if it was starting to roll in, I would kind of eek and then try to gust.
So it's not rolling in. She sees it as she's standing in the grove, but you guys who are making your way around in the forest don't really see this. She's the one who sees it because she just stepped into the grove, into the clearing, I should say. And now she kind of sees this. And but she kind of stops and freezes at that point. And the rest of the group is making their way around and you all now have made your way around, and you all kind of stop, spread out a little bit, and see Auntie kind of stopped in the middle of the clearing, looking at the ground. Now what?
I look at the ground if she's looking at the ground.
It just looks like a cleared area, a dirt area. Dirt with some
All of a
little bit
sudden,
of sparse grass.
Auntie hears in her head, Auntie, what are you looking at?
Do I hear that?
Yes.
I point a finger, kind of use message right back towards her. Just got weird feeling. Got real foggy. Just I'm not liking this fog. Does this fog look weird to y'all?
You don't see a
What?
fog.
We don't see a fog from over here.
Thank you, honey. I go into the bag, pull out a fuzzball and throw it to my feet.
Uh-huh.
Oh, just please, God, something strong. Something strong. It's from the rusty tonics bag. Please, God, please, thank you. And a giant goat springs out from a tiny fuzzball, really knotted horns. And they look real janky. And it's just gonna stand next to me, and I'm just looking around, just...
Okay.
And then the two with me I'll just tell them, I guess Auntie's standing in fog that we don't see.
Kiara mutters to herself, is Auntie sacrificing a goat again?
Again.
And then, so I'm gonna let the person with religion and the person with arcane knowledge, both of you get to roll a hypothesis of what you think the fog might be.
Ooh, a natty 20, baby. So 20.
Same!
Damn, you guys are crazy.
Not the twin roll. Twin 20s. Twin 20.
Wow.
Oh, that's huge.
Wow.
So what were the actual numbers after the nat 20s? Because you can't critically
28.
succeed or fail on a skill check. What, 29?
28 for me.
28 and
22?
22, okay.
Yeah.
Either way,
Hey.
both of you think that you're gonna go to the edge, and what's funny is when you're standing on the edge, you still don't see what she sees, and you just see her standing about a third of the way into the clearing, and she's got a goat next to her.
Okay. I'm gonna yell to Auntie. Auntie, I think you should get out of there, and you should do it quick.
Yeah. I'd like to jump on the goat and click my heels and her turn. Go.
All right, where are you gonna go? Are you gonna go back the way you came, or are you gonna go up past this statue to the next part of the trail?
I'm gonna go towards where, back where I can I get just like a straight shot to Shiki?
Yeah, you will pass to get to, so Cheeky is basically where he came around. I guess it might be easier if I switch to if I draw it on the map for you guys. Imagine this is the path. I'm gonna draw trees instead of getting the trees out, just because, for the heck of it.
Can't drink kombucha, twin. I don't know why. Makes me doo doo.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's full of probiotics, so I'm not surprised.
These are all trees.
No good. There's this local kombucha that you would love, Druid, here. There's a grape one. Oh my god, so good.
Ooh.
Okay, this makes it way easier to understand what you were talking about now.
Okay, and we'll say that the leaning statue is right here in front of this path. The shrine is at an angle like this. And I think that this way. Anyway, then the other statue is right here. Auntie is about here. You are right there. I said you guys were 10 feet away, so. She would be about there, and you would have moved up to here, to the edge. Okay.
So we're gonna say each X is what, 10 feet then? If she's about 60 feet away? If Auntie's 60 feet away?
No,
roughly?
she's less than 60 feet away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. She's 35.
Oh, 35, okay.
So before she was about, and I guess technically she was a little farther this way. But yeah. Once you got 10 feet up to the edge of the clearing, you know, there's like brush and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
You
you're
drew
at
that
the edge of
fucking
the clearing.
fast.
Yeah, I did.
Well played.
What?
Attaboy. You drew that like a speed demon, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll stick as what I was saying. I was like, Auntie, you should get out of there, like now.
Oh yeah, the goat. This isn't the goat.
Oh
but
yeah.
I think. Let me see if I have a goat.
Just grab like a good handful of random animals would be just great. Any of them, doesn't matter. Just a bunch of dogs.
I'm pretty sure
Pokemon,
I do have the Black Panther.
Pokemon trainer
And-
is here. You know in Smash Bros, when the Pokemon trainer calls out all the Pokemon for a final attack? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, it's Final Smash, y'all.
Yeah, I'm annoyed that I don't have a goat, but I don't have a goat. I have an owl. I do have an owl. Where's the owl? So the owl is over here in a tree, kind of surveilling everything.
Perfect.
And the panther is like over here somewhere,
Perfect.
creeping around in the forest. And then your goat, I'm just gonna use this lynx because that's the closest
Love it.
thing that I got in size.
That's perfect.
So you said that you're gonna back out, or you're gonna go forward?
Right over to
On you go.
Shiki, yeah.
Oh, you're gonna go over to Shiki. Yeah, you said that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you go over to Shiki. Do you stay in the clearing or do you go out of the clearing?
I go out of the clearing.
You go out of the clearing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go out of the clearing and you don't see the fog anymore. You're standing next to him.
Okay. That was okay. That was weird. Didn't like that. If we continue on this path, we're probably gonna have to walk in that fog anyway, maybe. Hopefully not.
I imagine that the closer we get to the shrine where the miasma's oozing out of, we're gonna have to
That's-
continue to deal with it.
Very smart. Yeah, that's a good, that's very astute. I think you're correct on that one, honey. Okay.
Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
Kitsume or Shinkirou, you think that the only way you're going to be able to really analyze this is to step into the clearing yourself?
I was just about to say that I'm going to create a how big can this illusion be? Okay, I'm gonna make basically a copy of myself about 10 feet away from me in the clearing, and then I'm gonna follow up behind it. And I'm gonna like, you ever watch Hocus Pocus?
oh yeah.
You know when Sarah SJP jumps into the concrete for the first time?
Yeah.
They see the road for the first time and thinks she thought it was water. That's basically me. I'm gonna jump around like.
So I'm not sure I follow you. You're gonna a little ways up. You're gonna create a copy of yourself, and then you're gonna walk up behind it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna create a clone or an illusion of myself about 10 feet ahead of me, and I'm gonna step right over the edge into the clearing. Like I'm gonna jump into it.
All right, you jump in.
Whoo.
And now that you're standing in the clearing, you see the overgrowth, you know, on the statues that you're standing next to. They're pretty tall and bulky and imposing. Now that you're close to it, you notice two things. One, you now see the miasma. It's very faint. In fact, with your high arcane knowledge, you don't think it poses any kind of threat at this level of potency, right? It's very faint. But you definitely do believe in your hypothesis that it is the miasma. You also note that now you're looking at the statue up close, since you're kind of both standing there and in front of it. You don't think it's a stone statue. It's because, again, as I indicated, it's kind of a reddish brown, like a rust color. And now you realize it looks like some sort of thick, old, rusted armor that's just standing there. You know, that's just been propped there like scarecrows or statues, like a statue, but it's old rusted metal, not stone.
All right, so I'm gonna test first. I'm gonna take my staff with the dragon like stuff on the top of it. I'm gonna kind of jam it into the ground, and I'm gonna cast Gust around me in a 10-foot radius, and I'm gonna try to see if it disperses any of the miasma.
Yes, it does. Gust disperses the miasma around you, and throughout it kind of, you see it swirling away, swirling out. But as it kind of gets out of the outer edges of the clearing, it sort of vanishes. And then probably a minute later, in the spots where it was clearest, you see it slowly start to kind of reform out of the ground, as if the ground itself has been corrupted by whatever this foul, unholy thing is.
Kind of kneel down and say, "There's something off with this. Like it's been corrupted." I'm gonna take a knee and try to kind of like mold a piece of the earth up to see if it still reacts to my magics.
It still reacts to your magics.
I'm just gonna kind of let it fall and crumble. I say, I think if we're going to move through here, I can try to clear us a path, but we have to make it quick.
Oh, sure, for sure, yeah. Oh, that'll be wonderful. I don't want to touch this shit.
So, Kitsume, do you still want to check out the shrine to see if you can mend the statue that's there that you
Yeah, I just.
Well, first off, what do you? I jumped ahead of myself. What do you got? What are the rest of you doing? He says that to you all, and you all kind of do what now?
I moved to the edge.
Okay.
I'm just staying with Shiki and waiting for Mr. Fan Man.
I would like to try to fix up this shrine too, maybe? Because, what if, they really, the god really appreciates that we fix up the shrine and stuff, and they give us a little, helping hand, maybe? So
Brownie points, right? Yes, smart thinking. I like that.
Even though
sure.
it's not a god that I worship, I must, as a fox myself, I must.
All right, sister, we have to make this quick.
So do you make your way into the clearing then?
Unfortunately, I do.
All right.
I'm gonna stay outside the clearing as long as I possibly can before.
All right, so you make your way around this way?
Yeah.
And you pass. As you step into the clearing, you do now notice the foggy effect hovering along just an inch off the ground. And you come around and you're staring at the inside of the little mini temple. And yeah. All right, guys. Sadly, we're right at the beginning of combat. But let me get your initiative rolls, and then we'll know what they are when I can iron this out and we can get this done. AJ, what was your initiative roll?
That was a 10.
And Kitsume?
22.
Shinkirou?
23.
Kiara?
16.
All right. And then, yeah.
It's really like anime now. Find out next time on Kobayashi Force.
Yep.